Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Warmer day today, huh? Yeah. It's actually pretty reasonable. It's worried it's going to get really, really hot, and we managed to avoid that. Okay. So today is supposed to be the peak day of the temperature increase. It didn't get nearly as hot as they forecast, so it was hotter. But yeah, it was a nice temperature range. Nice day. Can't really complain. So wasn't miserable. And tomorrow it's supposed to cool down a bit, so we're supposed to kind of revert back to where we were. So it should continue to be nice. So I did go out for a bike ride today since the temperature didn't get ridiculously hot. I was sweating quite a bit because it was hotter, but it was all within reason. It wasn't one of those really miserable days where it's the same temperature in the shade as it is out in the sun. So today still had a nice temperature differential in the shade. So I noticed that the fire danger signs are still on low at the park. So it's very unusual. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it still on low this late in the season. Yeah, usually they increase it to medium, if not high, or very high by this time of year. It's always so dry. But still on low, so that's impressive. The hills, so some of the hills are still mostly green. The exposed mountainside that I frequently talk about, that one is now a little, let's say, it's over 50% brown now, which is still quite a feat because usually that one's usually fully brown by a few months ago, and so the fact that it's lasted this long is impressive. I forgot to check. There's on the main hill that I climb. I mentioned there's a new stream of water that's running off the hillside into a gutter that they built, especially for, or a drain that they built especially for that runoff. Because usually there's no water there, but I guess we got so much rain this season that there's actually some runoff. I don't know where the source is. It's not, at least as far as I know, there's that the section of hill is not on. It's off limits for people. So I don't know if there's a bigger water source up there, but I've never seen water run off this in this part before, and it's been there ever since the park reopened. But yeah, I forgot to check today to see if it's still running off. I assume it is, but I'm thinking by the time that when that runoff finally stops, that's probably when they're going to increase the fire danger sign. Scruffy almost grabbed the glove there. Trying to get under his neck there. Looks like he wants me to rub it. And let's see, on my ride today, when I left the park, I biked further down following the creek. There are multiple routes I can take. So today I decided I was going to follow the creek a little further just to see what the water levels were like further down. And yeah, I'm noticing, the water levels are getting lower, and the rushing water is not really rushing that much anymore. So it's getting a lot quieter. You have to kind of really listen for the water to hear it. You can still hear it, which is still a difference compared to normal, but yeah, definitely the water's starting to drain off. Kind of a shame. I kind of liked having all that water there. It's a nice change. Actual life for once. Neck rub there. And let's see. Oh, I saw a fox again on the ride. I don't think it was a silver fox this time. I think it was just a red fox. It's hard to say though, because the sun was directly behind the fox, so I was mostly seeing a silhouette with a little bit of color. It looked red to me, but it was out in the middle of the trail, kind of far away from me, and then it decided to walk off the trail into the brush as I got a little bit closer. Not that close, but I was wondering if I was going to have to stop again like I did last time, because the fox was blocking my trail, or my path last time. I didn't want to pick a fight. But yeah, this one decided just to get out of the way early. The other one held its ground for a while, and then when I started resuming very slowly, he kind of walked parallel to me, ahead of me though. And then a little later I saw a deer again. Just a single deer, but saw a deer, so saw some wildlife today. So I think I'm gonna get Scruffy his food. Okay. And Scruffy's fur is flying all over the place. Okay. So, can't remember if I sell Scruffy today, besides lunch. But yeah, lunch, yeah, I think is fairly conventional, sort of like last few days, so not much to comment on, I think. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Bright and sunny today. It's supposed to be hotter today, too. Yeah. Yeah, I can feel the heat. Ooh, there's a meow. I was wondering when you're going to let me pet the other side. Yeah. When you're ready for your food. Yeah. Okay, let's get your food. Right over, huh? Tonight's dinner is smelly fish, kibble, and rotisserie chicken scraps. So I thawed out another bag of scraps. So plenty more where that came from. I'm actually getting low on the kibble in my containers that I keep in the house. Thinking maybe tomorrow or the next day I need to refill the containers. So I keep the big giant bags of kibble out here in a plastic storage container under the big table. Last time I did it, the Kirkland bag was, so I have two bags. I have a Kirkland chicken and rice, and I have a Meow Mix bag. I bought the Meow Mix first, and then when Scruffy started throwing up, I got concerned maybe it was the food, and so then I bought the chicken and rice bag, and then he continued to throw up, and then I figured out, yeah, it wasn't the food. So I was stuck with 2 giant bags of kibble. So I've actually been using the chicken and rice bag a little more than the Meow Mix bag. So there's still more in the Meow Mix bag, although it is starting to get low, but the chicken and rice bag, I think when I refill my container next time, I think it will empty the bag. It's kind of hard to believe that giant bag is almost gone. There's so much kibble that I thought it'd never run out. Amazing that this little cat's eaten so much. But yeah, it's been over 2.5 years, so it lasted a while. Of course, there were 2 bags there. So next time I get a Costco, I'll probably have to buy another bag of kibble. The Meow Mix will last a little bit longer, but I like to. So usually I give Scruffy the Meow Mix at lunch, and then I use the Kirkland at dinner. But after I use the Meow Mix, I'll probably just stick to the Kirkland. Although, yeah, there was that one time I forgot how many months ago it was, probably like 6 to 9 months ago, maybe, that the storage container I leave out here, somehow something opened it, and the container lid was completely removed, and I think Scruffy was getting into the food, because I noticed that for about, I want to say, 5 days, Scruffy didn't seem to be that interested in dinner or lunch. I was having a hard time figuring it out, and then I found the container lid had been removed. So I was guessing Scruffy got into all the food and was getting unlimited all-you-could-eat kibble. I don't think Scruffy's resourceful enough to figure out how to open the container up by himself. I'm thinking maybe the raccoons or something figured out how to get into it. So now I put, after I close the lid, I have a heavy tool on top of it, so it's harder to get the lid off. It's like a giant set of clippers or something. But yeah, I do wonder how much kibble actually got eaten in that roughly. I think it was about 5 days, maybe it was a full week. I'm not sure. I think it was a little less than a week. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering how much kibble got eaten by the animals in that period. I wonder if they prematurely depleted the bag significantly. I'm kind of wondering if they had not gotten into that, would I still have another year of kibble to go? Ants have been a problem too. So ants have gotten into the container a couple times. Have to spray around it. Usually the ants come when it gets really hot. Usually the ants come out when there's a massive weather change. So when it gets really hot or get a lot of rain or it gets really cold maybe. Okay, well, I'm gonna get up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.